She's a Toastmasters since 2017, 𝗗𝗶𝒃 speech champion for years 2020 and 2022, 𝗗𝗶𝒃 evaluation champion Arabic for years 2021 and 2022. She holds master's degree in business administration. She is certified trainer for city and guilds and certified interior editor by profession. She works as senior manager at the Australian University in Kuwait. For you.
Thank you very much, Toastmaster Fawzia, for this amazing introduction. And again, I'm going to start with saying sorry for the bad voice because I'm coming out of a flu. It seems all the presenters today are sick or coming out of their sickness. How are you all today, early birds? And before I start my presentation, I would like to ask only the new members, please, 2 questions. So our new members, please share in the chat your answer to the first question. How many pathways, how many learning pathways do you think Toastmasters has? Can I see your answers? No, come on, DTMC-HAM, you are a master in education. I don't want you to answer. I only want new members to answer. Let me test their, let me see how the level of knowledge they have. Okay, so we already got the cheating from DTMC-HAM. So we have 11 pathways. Who do you think, my second question is, who is the base camp manager in your club? Is it the president, the VB education, or the VB membership who enrolled you for Toastmasters? New members, who do you think is the base camp manager? He's the person who's responsible for approving your levels completion. Okay, VB education. Any further questions? Absolutely true. It is the VB education. Though we love our president, the club president, but he is not the base camp manager. The base camp manager is the person who is responsible of approving your speeches projects. So now are you ready to get to know everything you need to know about pathways? Let's start. I hope our IT moderator have given me, yes, I can share now. And let's start my presentation. Okay, in addition to everything that was introduced about myself, I am also for this term one of the pathway coordinators for District 20. So let's start. Today we are going to talk about what is pathways, how to register for a pathway, how to access the base camp, how to launch pathways, how to start and complete a project, meaning a speech, what are the steps involved in pathways project, how to complete a level, and how to submit project or level completion. To start with, what is pathways? Pathway is a learning path. It is very exciting. It is very flexible because you can choose the pathway you want to pursue based on your personal needs, career needs. It is the opportunity for you to develop 300 unique competencies. When I started in Toastmasters, my main goal was to enhance my public speaking skills. But what I discovered after joining Toastmasters and after pursuing my learning through pathways, I discovered many skills I had, many competencies I was lacking because I was not aware of them. Pathways enables you to have more self-awareness. For example, I never thought that I'm a humorous person, but after joining Pathways and after doing my presentation, doing my speeches, I discovered I have a sense of humor. I have a big sense of humor, and I can win a humorous speech. So you will never think that you have some of the competencies or some of the skills hidden unless you try to challenge yourself by following and pursuing your pathways. There are 11, as we have said, 11 specialized learning paths to choose from, and we are going to learn today how to choose your pathway. It has an online content, so you can just access from work, from home, and just take that all the educational resources you have. It is real-world transferable skills. Now, some of the projects, when I did them through pathways, I've completed them at my work. Like one of the projects, I had to form a team, work on a project, and then at the end, try to give like a report or a summary, what exactly the team did, what are the obstacles that we have faced. And this is exactly what I did at work. We had a project, a big learning project at the university. I formed the team. I briefed them what exactly the task of each of the team members. And when we completed the project, I delivered to the team themselves in the university. I had one of my colleagues, she's already a Toastmaster, to evaluate me as part of the completion process. I delivered my 5 to 7 minutes completion or summary report for the team, got the interaction from the others, the feedbacks, and I was able to complete my project within the industry, within my work environment. So I encourage every one of you, don't think that the club is the only place that you can deliver your projects. No, go beyond your club. So the content of the pathways is available in different languages. For us in District 20, maybe it is important for us to know it's available in Arabic and in English. There are 4 principles the pathways work on. As I've mentioned just now, it depends on the experience. You experience, you deliver your speech, and while you are writing your speech, you do your homework, you do your research, you dig deep in your personal experiences. Like one of the things I was always reluctant to talk about is my father's death. My father died like 23 years ago. I was like, my sadness for him was bubbling inside me, and I was never being able to talk about him until I joined Toastmasters, and then I prepared a speech about his death, the circumstances that accompanied before his death and after his death. And I feel that I've been purified after delivering my speech. So experiment for every speech, because you will never know what kind of psychological clearness you can get. Peer feedback. It's not only the evaluator who's going to give you the evaluation. The president, the VP education, your friend, your colleagues, everyone will be able to give you their comments and their feedback. Areas for improvement. What are the areas of strength that you had, and so that you can enhance. In my club, most of the clubs also in District 20, we assign any new member joins, we assign a mentor for him or her. And the purpose, of course, one of the sessions here is the relationship between a mentor and a mentee. The mentor will help you, guide you, how to enroll for pathways, how to perform your speeches. So it's your responsibility as a mentee, as a new member, to pursue your and nag your mentor, because again, the mentor will always be eager to help you. It's a self-paced program. There is no specific duration you have to complete your projects in. Just take it as you feel that fits your personal life. But I do urge every one of you, don't spend much time finishing your level 1, let's say. Level 1 has, which we are going to discuss now, has many projects. Don't take 6 months or 1 year to complete level 1. No, how we are going to learn unless you are going to experience delivering the projects and the speeches. So try your best to finish as much as you can. Don't delay. Always seek the help of your mentor and your VP education. Now, we have, as we've mentioned, we have 11 pathways available, and I have here listed them. The dynamic leadership, one of the pathways I've finished in my journey. Effective communication is also one of the pathways I'm pursuing now. Engaging humor. This is the last. It is one of the newest pathways that is being introduced. Innovative planning, leadership development, a pathway I'm pursuing now. By the way, you can pursue more than one pathway at the same time, which is I'm doing. Currently, I'm doing 2 pathways at the same time, especially if you're a member in more than one club. Motivational strategies, persuasive influence, presentation mastery, visionary communication was one of the pathways I've completed. Strategic relationships, team collaboration. So in total, I've completed 2 pathways in my journey. Currently, I'm doing 2 other pathways, leadership development and effective coaching. So why I'm doing this? I've already finished 1 pathway, 2 pathways. So why I'm enrolling for further pathways? Because each pathway, which is something we are going to see now, each pathway will hit in different sets of competencies, right? And learning is a continuous process. You have to keep learning. It's not the thing that you finish a pathway, now you are 100% master, you know everything. No, keep learning and keep enrolling for pathways. So there are main 5 core competencies that are being addressed in the 11 pathways: public speaking, interpersonal communication, strategic leadership, management, and confidence. And I've listed here the 11 pathways, and for each pathway, what are the different competencies out of the 5 that are being addressed. So for example, in dynamic leadership, the competencies that are addressed are public speaking, interpersonal communication, management, and confidence. While for example, in presentation mastery, it addresses 2 competencies: public speaking and confidence. So you choose the pathway that you need to work on, the competencies you need to work on, and this can help you and guide you what exactly you need to pursue. Some of the new members choose a pathway that fits their current work requirements. For example, today or this coming 6 months, you are required to do lots of presentations. So go for presentation mastery. For example, you have been recently promoted to a higher level in management, so you need to do some training on or enhancement on your dynamic leadership, maybe skills or leadership development. Maybe you have been recently appointed as a team leader, so you need to know about team collaboration. So it's up to you to choose what is the pathway you need to take, or there is another tool that can help you to choose the pathway you want to do, which we are going to address shortly. Now, I've kept here 2 examples of the pathways. Each pathway consists of 5 levels, and level 1 of each of the 11 pathways have the same projects: icebreaker, writing a speech with a purpose, introduction to vocal variety and body language, which is so important to any public speaker, and evaluation and feedback. Evaluation and feedback project has 3 sub-projects, 2 speeches, and 1 role to act as the evaluator in a meeting. So, and of course, level 2, starting from level 2, 3, and 4, and 5, there are different projects depending on the pathway you are pursuing. But the level 1 of each of these 11 pathways is similar. Now, let's start. How to choose your pathway. I've been a new member, but when I joined Toastmasters, it was still the previous learning resources, which is the competent communicator. But when the pathways were introduced, I immediately embraced them because I felt they are more flexible. And what exactly did I do to choose my pathway? So to start with, you log in. As a new member, you log in with your email ID. You put your password. If you are a first-time user, you set up your, for example, now your VB membership have enrolled you. The club itself, they paid the dues, and you received an email confirmation that you are now a member in this club, an XYZ club. So you just log in, set up your password, and then you log into all the resources Toastmaster provides. So welcome, Hanan, welcome, Ahmed, whatever your name is. Your first step is to click on education programs. Okay? In education program, a new window will open. It has education programs, pathways, speechcraft, youth programs. We're now going to focus on pathways. So you click on pathways, and now you have 2 ways to go after pathways. Either you scroll down and click on the choose pathway, or you click on translated option and click on choose a path. So you have two options you can go for choosing your pathway. Okay, so again, education programs, open a new window, click on pathways. In pathways, you go to translated options and click on choose a path. Or you're still in pathway, just scroll down and choose a path. When you do that, a new window will open to you. And this window will have select your path language. So if you are a member in an English club, English language. If you're a member in Arabic club, Arabic language. So you select the language. For example, here I selected English. And then you scroll down and it gives you two options. View all path options, the 11 pathways, or you take assessment. I do recommend that you take an assessment. It's a free assessment tool, right? And I do urge every one of you to do that assessment voluntarily and very spontaneously. Don't think about the questions, answer the questions as you feel exactly. Don't presume, the right answer for this question is this, so I have to answer that way. Because then your recommended pathways will not be the reality, they will not be your actual capabilities. So let's click on take the assessment. A new pop-up window will start, which is the pathway assessment. Click on start and start taking your assessment. It takes you around like 10 minutes. And whenever you choose, you read the question, you choose the suitable answer as you think, as you feel. Next, 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 until you finish the assessment. Submit, that's the end of the assessment. And immediately Toastmaster will give you options. Have you seen, now you can see in my second slide is that I've been recommended two pathways. One is dynamic leadership. This is something I've already finished. And the other one is innovative planning. So it's up to you. You check with your colleagues, with your mentor. What do you think? Should I go for one of these two pathways? Or should I scroll down and select another pathway that was not recommended to? It's up to you, your choice. But try to consult your BB education, consult your mentor, talk about it. Okay, because whenever you choose, then the pathway will be added to your Basecamp and you cannot change that. Okay, now we've selected the pathway. It's being added to our Basecamp. So how can I navigate the Basecamp? The Basecamp is the place you have to get familiar with, because this is the place that will have all the projects you need to complete, all the speeches, and the needed resources. So we go now back again to education programs. It has a big sign says go to Basecamp. Access, click on access. This window will open for you. You'll have like 3 boxes. Focus on the one in the middle. Go to Basecamp. And this window will open to you. Paths and learning, speech evaluation, tutorials, and resources. We'll start with paths and learning. So now I have, as I've mentioned, I've already completed dynamic leadership. Currently, I'm doing my effective coaching leadership development. So for you, you'll have only one pathway if you are a new member. What do you need to do at this stage is click on open curriculum. Because again, the pathway gives you a learning tool. You have to attend a video. It's a small, like it's a kind of a window that opens, and you have to read what exactly required from you. It will give you instructions how to complete your pathway. It will give you like a kind of a workshop that sometimes it has videos, sometimes it will have questions to ask you so that you can learn. We click on open the curriculum, and then level 1 for you will open. So it has, for me, because I'm an old member, my level 1 is different from level 1 that the new members will have. The level 1 has been changed last year, 2001, I believe. So don't worry that why I'm having level 1 projects that are different than the level 1 projects that you have. That's the reason. So icebreaker is the first speech you have to deliver. It is about, it's a speech mainly you need to deliver, talking about yourself, introducing yourself to the club members. So click on activate. When you click on activate, the window, a new window will open, and this is the learning resource you are going to have from Toastmasters. An amazing learning resource, and this is available for every project you have to do. A huge investment has been done by Toastmasters International, and it was really amazing because it wasn't available in the previous learning tools. So you start your project by clicking on begin. What exactly there? There is introduction, your assignment, then you'll be asked to assess your skills before. What are the competencies this project will work on, which competencies? There will be some video there. You and your goals, prepare how to prepare your speech for this project. After your speech, review and apply, complete your assignment, and you'll have also your evaluation resource, which you are supposed to print or maybe send through WhatsApp message to your evaluator so that he or she would know how to evaluate you based on which purpose. So complete this learning, go next, and you finish it, you complete it, you would have a great idea how you are going to fulfill and complete this project. If you still have any like gaps, you still have some inquiries, attend it again. That's the beauty of it. Attend it again, go back to your mentor or the VB education. Everyone in Toastmasters, even not in your club, any Toastmaster, you ask them, everyone will be able to help you. So now we've completed icebreaker. You move on to your next project, which is deliver a speech with a purpose. Whenever you finish all your projects, at the end, there's level completion, level 1 completion. So how do you complete your project? You just click on, of course, now because I've already completed my my level 1, you just, instead of view certificate, it will have click on complete. It has, you see, yes, it will have mark complete instead of view certificate. So in your case, whenever you complete all your project in level 1, this icon, the last one, will have mark complete. You click and then you'll have mark complete. Mark complete, the message or the notification will go to your VB education. He is the base cap manager. Give him a few days to make sure that you have to review and make sure that you have completed all your projects in this level 1. If 2 days or 3 days have passed and nothing yet, you didn't receive a notification to your email that now you have completed level 1 and this is your certification, call your VB education, tell him, and just ask him to finish it so that you can move on to the next level. So mark complete, and notification will go to your VB education. Okay, and the VB education has to review all the projects, make sure that you have completed them, review the agenda, or if you have delivered your speech out of the club or in a different club, he has to make sure that all the projects have been completed, mark it complete, and then you will be receiving a notification to your email saying that congratulations, you have completed your project. Okay, moving on, back to this page in which we clicked on paths and learning. We have something called speech evaluations. So you remember whenever you deliver a speech, an evaluator will evaluate you. So he will ask for your evaluation resource. So an easy place you can find is in this place, speech evaluation. This starts with different questions. So it's good for you to just access them, get the answers of these questions. Many of these questions are already in your mind. So this is a place where you can find the answers. What else is in this page is all the evaluation resources, all the evaluation forms for every speech in the pathways. So you know the title, or for example, icebreaker, the first speech is the icebreaker. So you go look for the evaluation form concerning icebreaker. Deliver a speech with a purpose, then look for the evaluation form for the speech, deliver a speech with a purpose. So this place has all the evaluation forms to help you, or you can download and send it to your evaluator before, of course, delivering your speech, before the meeting. Okay, now the last part, the last icon we have here in this page is tutorials and resources. This is something I do urge every one of the new members to browse it, because it has the following. What does it have? For example, one of the evaluations feedback that you've received from your evaluator is to work on your body language, or for example, to work on your voice modulation, to work on your speech structure. Yeah, so in this place, tutorials and resources, there are lots of videos that hit each one of these comments. For example, see if you can see my window correct. Like one of the first videos is one of the first materials is 7 hand gestures, right? So this will work. This will enhance your skills how to work on your hand gestures. Then we have 8 tips for engaging your audience, right? Accessing certificates. Just scroll down, browse it. I'm sure you'll have everything you need there in these tutorials. Now, let's go back to the same page and let's choose my documents. That's a place that I love. Why? Because in this place, sometimes, which is something I, as a new member, had an issue with, is that I kept working on my speeches in my personal laptop or in my work phone. Sometimes I cannot find my speeches. So what I do, and instead for me misplacing my speeches, I keep them in this folder, because you can always access Toastmasters International anywhere, any place, right? You have your own ID, your password, just access, go to level 1, and you can find all the speeches you have delivered in level 1. You can keep also your feedback, your comments, or if you want to write, for example, some of the comments you have received from your peers, just write it, make a Word file, just write it, and you can refer back to it 2 years after or 6 months after, whenever you are preparing for a contest. Maybe some of the speeches you have delivered, you want to now enhance. You delivered at the beginning of your journey, and now you want to enhance for you to compete. So you can go back and find them either in the speeches you have delivered in level 1, level 2, 3, or 4, whatever. Now, you can see that I've kept all my documents in the file called My Documents, because I wasn't aware of this option. But now I'm giving you this feedback. It's better to do it like this. Level 1, any speeches you have delivered, written for level 1, keep them in level 1. And the same you can do for level 2, 3, 4, or 5. Okay. And in the same page, there is this icon. It's like, I'm not sure what you call it. It's a wheel. And just click on it. And it shows my account or log out. We don't want to log out. Just click on my account. My account will open your, like it's kind of your profile. And what are the roles you have taken throughout your journey, either in your club or any other clubs. So I do urge every one of you, whenever you take a role, just log into this page and just put, for example, today I did an accountant role. You put the date, and it will be stored in Toastmasters International. Because some of the projects, for example, I think in level 3, one of the elective projects is that you take the role of table topic master. Okay, so if you store it here, you would remember that I've already completed this project, right? In one of the clubs or in my club. So I've already, now I'm exempted. This project is already being done. And also if you, any other, like accountant role, grammarian, general evaluator, speaker, Toastmaster of the day, whatever role you take, just put it here with the date. And this will help you to retrieve all the information, all the roles you have taken. In my club, one of the years that we had this kind of an award for the member who takes the most roles by the end of the term. And this was a very helpful tool for us. Okay, so just to wrap up and summarize, mastering, for example, yeah. So in level 1, which is called the level 1 is called Mastering Fundamentals. You have these main for projects, icebreaker speech, writing a speech with a purpose, introduction to vocal variety and body language, evaluation and feedback. Evaluation and feedback has 3 sub-projects, 2 speeches to deliver, and to take the role of an evaluator. Now it is time for you to ask your questions, and I would like to end stop my share. I hope I didn't exceed my timing. So now it's time for you to ask any question you need to ask. Okay, so I think I've did my part. If you have any question later on, please feel free to do it. But I urge every member here to do their presentations or their projects, not only in the club. Don't limit yourself to the club. Do your projects outside the club. Do your projects in your work environment, and your work environment has lots of opportunities to do that. I can see Aruna is raising her hand. Can you please ask your question, Aruna?
Yeah, excellent presentation, ma'am. And I need 2 questions. One is whether if a pathway is chosen, is it possible to change, or once chosen, not possible to change?
Sorry, again, can you ask again? Can you make your voice clearer, please?
Yeah, if I am already chosen the pathways, 2 pathways, if I want to change the pathway, is it possible to change, or I have to stick to the pathway, already chosen pathway?
Yes, according to my knowledge, you can change your pathway, but I think there is a time frame. Correct me, DTM Mona. I think there is a time frame within, I think, 30 days or something.
Yeah, 1 month. You can just write to the by email, contact the TI, and they will change it for you within 1 month.
Yes, yes, within 1 month you can change your pathway. Even the language you have selected the pathway, you can also change it within the 1 month period. What is your second question?
Second question is that email ID what I gave to Toastmasters International, that I want to change also. That is possible to change.
You've used a different email. Of course, you can do that, right, DTM Mona?
Yes, just go to your profile and add the other email that you want to share with the TI.
TMI. That is previously I'm having some other email. Now I switched to Gmail. So I want to give the new email.
Either you can add another email to your profile, or you can edit that email.
Edit the email, and so that I will get all the messages, yourself. The new email.
Yeah, yourself. It can be done by yourself only. Otherwise, you can write also that to the TI if it is not a response to your profile. But normally it is can be done.
Allowed.
Yes.
Oh, thank you. Okay.
Yes, DTM Mona, thank you, Mr. Aruna. DTM Mona, you wanted to say something?
Yes, if we don't have any questions, still we have time, and we want to take more information from you, Toastmaster Hanan. Can we just go through also the badges that they can, new member can get when they finish their levels?
Okay, so you mean the awards themselves, or what?
Yes.
Level 1 completion level?
Yeah, no, the badges that they can get, yes. They will know where they can find it, and they can share it also, or they can send it to someone else. And even the evaluation, they can get more than one evaluation from any member from other clubs or from the same club.
She means to say, like, once you complete your level 1, after that you will get level 1 completion certificate. That badge also you will get. That's what.
Yeah.
Yes, this is, I think I mentioned in my presentation. You'll be receiving when, for example, level 1 you have completed, you'll be receiving from, and the base camp manager have approved your level completion. You'll be receiving a certificate, and of course you can just share that certificates in your social media. You can share it with your boss, right? And even you can ask Toastmasters International to send an email to your manager or to your boss saying that this person has completed level 1, and through level 1 he did this and that. you'll receive an actual certification to your email ID, and this is something easily you can share with anyone. I hope that I've answered your questions. This is what you meant, DTM Mona?
When you just can you share the website itself, the dashboard, the same sharing that he was using, or you can go through the online.
Okay, I'll try. Because my website, my account is not open, so I need time to open it.
Okay. It's okay. We can cover it later on. But even whenever a member who deliver a speech, and he have the club assigned for him a mentor, an evaluator, he can ask also for other members who attend their meeting to share their evaluation to him also. So there's also this option.
Yes. This is one of the principles, which is the peer evaluation. I'm not sure if some of the new members have already attended some meetings, but there is palettes, and whenever one of the things that you fill in the palettes, in the meeting palettes, is that it's not the evaluator gives comments, but you as one of the attendees, you give your own comments on the speaker, and you just tear that part and give it to the speaker. And many of these comments have helped me at the beginning of my journey, because you get the feedback from different perspectives, and each one of the attendees will see your speech from a different angle. So these will be very beneficial for you. I can see DTM Nisreen is raising her hand.
I believe that Latifa is asking about how she can add the roles again. She wants another explanation. If you kindly can repeat that part. This one thing. The other thing that about the evaluation is the feedback from the, if you can allow me to talk, to give the feedback to the people. So one of my members in my club had added a book and stick all the positive comments to motivate her in the future. And this is a kind of how to remember every feedback, and that was great. Thank you.
Thank you very much. So Latifa, let's go back so that you know again how to just enter your meeting roles. Again, the same page in which it has the past learning speech evaluations. You can just go to the top of the page, right? Click on it. There will be a drop-down menu says My Account Logout. You click on My Account. When you click on My Account, it will open your profile, let's say. And this same page has all the roles in a Toastmaster meeting. You just fill in the date that you have taken that role as an accounter, an evaluator, a speaker, whatever the role you have taken. Just click here and add the date that you have taken that role and save it. You can see at the bottom of the page, save, right? So your role at that specific date will be saved in Toastmasters. Okay, so I hope I've answered your question. I can see the red flag here. So thank you very much. I enjoyed delivering this presentation to you, and it's always a learning for me to know more about pathways. It's, as I've said, it's a continuous journey. So don't, as a new member, don't refrain from asking everyone. I kept asking everyone all the questions, and that had helped me. So then don't shy. It's an opportunity for you to ask and learn. Good luck to all, and back to you, the MC.
Thank you, TM Hanan, for presenting your workshop. Thank you for your wonderful presentation. Clap the hands again, our audience leaders, for Hanan.